things that concerned me most with writing a sequel, or the middle part of a trilogy, is that we can't retread any of the same ground. This has to be a new and unique story. Although we have the same characters and we've created the sandbox, we have a universe with set laws and rules, we have to move the action somewhere else, but we can't deal with the same themes. It has to be very different. So with Vampire Untitled, we follow the story of Paul McGovern, who is a young man, very sophisticated, who has come to believe that he is a vampire and he has committed crimes. He's now on the run. What we do in Unseen is we bring in Romanian manhunters who are trying to track down Paul McGovern. They are looking at his crimes, they are looking at the evidence, they're trying to piece together the story of what happened to him, and they themselves are now going to start having to question, is this person a vampire? Not in a typical or traditional sense, but does he believe he is a vampire? Does he believe he is something different? So we deal again with the belief, but where Untitled is looking at how can an individual go through an event and come to believe something. In Unseen, it's second-hand. It's somebody looking and saying, well, if this person went through X, Y, Z, would they come to believe the same thing? Would a reasonable person come to believe that? Without doubt, Vampire Unseen is the scariest thing I've ever written. I mean, even when I read parts of it back, it gives me goosebumps. This is a scary, scary book because it's very real world and the crimes are a little bit too real. During the development, there were times when I would read parts back and think, well, I can't show that. It is so graphic, it is so horrid that a reader would put the book down. So I took it out and tried to do it by suggestion, which of course makes it even more tense. So the screw just keeps tightening with Vampire Unseen. It just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, one of the things that must happen if you're dealing with a very dangerous, frightening character, you have to craft some way that the reader can sympathize with them. So in Vampire Unseen, we have this character of Paul McGovern who is doing terrible crimes, but he is trying to stop. He recognizes that there's something wrong with him. He knows he's wanted, he knows he's a criminal, he understands that what he's done is bad. He's got a compulsion to do more, but he's not going to allow it without a fight. He's going to do what he can to try and prevent it himself. So he's trying to research what is wrong with him, what has happened to him, and how can it be brought under control.